Hi guys, so we're gonna try to do Degrassi Next Class Season 4. My camera's on low battery, so I might get cut off in the middle of this, but that's okay. So, Episode 1. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find what I usually use, but it's not there. So I can't read you a description of the episode, I'll just read you what happened. You guys can go watch it on Netflix. A secret relationship. The update is Maya comes back to school, questioning gender and jealousy. So, secret relationship. Jonah sings a song for Grace to basically tell everybody, hey, Grace and I are together, which I think was a sweet moment that they shared between each other. Questioning gender is ongoing, and that Yael feels more comfortable with a binder, which obviously Yael does not have to wear a bra if they don't want to. They can choose to wear whatever they feel most comfortable with. And jealousy. Esme talks to Zig in detention and opens up a little bit about her trauma, which I think was really good for her to open up a little bit about herself and why she might act the way that she does. But I feel like she needs to tell, like a guidance counselor what might be going on inside her head. So Madame did not owe Esme an apology when Esme's like, I think you're the one that owes me an apology, Madame. She did not owe her an apology. Her painting was violating the school's rights, and it's like your painting was violating school rights. Like, you just whatever. And Zig is feeling stuff about Cam again because of what happened with Maya and how those storylines kind of went together. So, episode 2. Bullying, steals money to get vitamins, hang out with wrong person, and breaks guitar. So, bullying is ongoing, but Sod and Lola have a crush brewing, which makes Sod safe. So Lola's trying to keep Sod safe and giving him the job at her restaurant, and just that kind of keeps him safe from everybody. Steals money to get vitamins. Lola catches her and they talk it out. And I think it was good that Lola was the one to catch Shay, so Lola could talk it out with her friend about, like, why are you stealing this? Like, what are you doing? You know that this is not an okay thing to be doing. And they could talk it out instead of, it blowing up into a whole big thing. The update was just hanging out with wrong people. And Frankie gives Jonah the money in a badass way, which I think was good for Frankie's confidence, but Frankie should have literally just basically grew up and just gave him the money. Yeah. When Shay broke a plate when trying to get a job at Lola's place, somebody yelled, Oppa. Like they do the... And then Zig broke Sod's camera in the last episode, and Sod punched Zig, which obviously was not the way to go. But yeah, also I like how he's safe with Lola. I also kind of like their crush thing brewing. It's really cute. Episode 3. Talking to someone online, feelings for each other, diversity spot, and body rights. So, okay. So, feelings for each other. Zoe talks to Winston and said it was a mistake, and he apologizes, and no, sorry. Goldie talks to Winston, and he said it was a mistake that he sending her a junk pic, and he apologizes, and he makes her gingerbread cookies because she likes gingerbread. And I think that was really cute because he was trying to make it up to her. And diversity spot. Doesn't exercise to show Miles his worth. Everyone says his writing helped them. Miles wrote a letter to the interviewer So I think it's really good that Mr. Mitchell was trying to show Miles that I'm not giving you this diversity spot just because you're gay. I'm giving you this diversity spot because it's open to you, because you can have it. And I feel like you're a good enough writer that you should actually have this, like you deserve it type of thing. And Hunter talks to Yael about their body, which honestly, I don't really think it's Hunter's place to be giving opinions about Yael's body. That's Yael's choice, Yael's opinion. And Miles gives his dad the Queen's jacket back, and Raja and Goldie react to the dick pic. It's so funny. And so, yeah, but the thing about Winston's gingerbread people is they had pants on. So I think that was a cute thing about it. Episode 4. Update, possible lung transplant. Do things off bucket list. Try dessert tasting for prom. Brussels attack. And new theme song for vlog channel. So Jonah talks to Grace about sex and his past with it. And I think it was really good when you're in a relationship to have that conversation about sex and talk about it. And they plan it for prom night, which again is kind of cliche, but at least they have a plan for when they want to do it. Winston and Goldie go to walk home, and her parents wouldn't know that she was out with a boy. Which I think it was okay to walk home. Like, that was a good idea. But at the same time, like, you got to tell your parents where you are and who you're with, because it's just going to create problems later if you don't. People ripped Goldie's hijab off. Goldie tells her parents, and Winston apologizes. She says to Winston that they shouldn't hang out anymore. That's also kind of connected. I obviously don't agree with what the people did. Obviously, it was awful. And Winston should have stood up for her instead of kind of just not doing anything. And, yeah, and like Winston, it's good that Winston apologized, but it still doesn't make up for what did happen. And Maya has all the people on the channel play the instruments to create the theme song, which I think was really good for her to do that when it was a really, like, serious moment, like things had just happened. Episode 5, Muslim Students Association is the update. Talking to someone online, crush on each other. Threesome rumor, not letting people explain, jealousy, girlfriend talking to ex. So, the talking to someone online is ongoing. The crush on each other is ongoing. He lets Lola have, Saad lets Lola have his project. And like when she forgot hers, and I think that was like really nice of him to do that and really cute because he gave away his A+ work to help her, and I think that was really sweet. Threesome rumors ongoing, not letting people explain. So Lola stands up for Saad and talks to him and listens, and I think it was really good for Lola to listen to him, to let him speak his mind, and she was just not going to judge him, and she was just going to let him get his point across. So Zoe talks to Raja about her talking to her ex, and they say, and Raja says she's falling in love with Zoe, and they kiss. And I think it was good for Zoe to bring her concerns about, Raja talking to her ex-girlfriend to her. But I also think it was good that Raja reassured her and let her know, listen, I like you. I don't want to get back together with my ex. I want to stay with you. 6. So Craig Manning is back but anyway, talent show is the update. Gender questioning, can't play, new song, asked on tour, and wondering about future. So Lola helps Yael find their style. So I really like how Lola was like, you know what, I'm gonna help you find what makes you most comfortable. And I really like their friendship. I think they're really good people for each other. And Craig asks Maya to go on tour, and she says she has to think about it. And of course Tristan is like, this is your dream. But Maya's like, I don't know if I want to do SoCal art. And I think it's good that she took the time to really decide what was best for her, because obviously the only person that knows what's best for Maya is Maya, and she's been through a lot, so she has the right to think about it. And 3 is ongoing, wondering about future. And Craig loved Symphony of Farts. Of course he did. And the 3-way relationship is ongoing. Episode 7, the camping trip is the update. Adult camping, jealousy, using friend and weed brownies. So, 1. Shay and Tiny almost have sex, but get interrupted. Obviously, they talked about it, which was good. And they did get interrupted from somebody having a medical emergency, but lying about it. So obviously, that's not good. What's her name? Esme leaves Frankie alone in the woods, which obviously wasn't a good idea. Makes a scene faking an allergic reaction, which obviously wasn't a good idea. And Zig talks to her, and I think it's good that Zig was like, listen, we need to actually talk. Like, we need to actually talk this out. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. And Zig helps Maya make a song and has a deep talk with her. And I'm glad that he had the deep talk about his feelings, about how he was worried, about how he was scared that she was gonna die. Like, it was good for him to talk that out with her. The tune of her song sounds like Half-Hearted from season 11, Tori and Tristan. You know, I'm only half-hearted till I'm with you. Episode 8, crush on each other, calling a student a terrorist, trying to do things too fast. Talk convos with a radical and promposal. So 1 is ongoing with a crush on each other. 2, so Yael looks at Saad's search history. Oh, no, Lola looks at Saad's search history and she apologizes and buys him the jeans he looked up. I think it's really good that she bought him a present to apologize, but I think she also, like, I think she shouldn't have really believed what VJ and Boz were saying, because what did they know? They never talked to him before. And so then Tristan tells Miles that he can't give up school for him and breaks up with him. And I think it was good that Tristan was thinking about Miles in the moment, but I think they also should have had more of a talk about it before just going to break up. So Yael gets rid of the conversations for Saad, which I think was a good thing for Yael to do, but Yael shouldn't have taken a picture of them. Like, it's just kind of, if you're agreeing to delete them, why would you want a picture of them? And Tiny goes all out for his promposal to Shay, and I think it was really sweet that he wanted to give Shay a promposal because he knows that's what she wanted. And I mean, the fact that she couldn't tell him was kind of like, I mean, I just think about that a lot. 9, changing pronouns. X wants to stay friends. Make prom amazing. So Hunter explodes at the photographer, then Yael. And I think Hunter probably should have talked to Yael privately in depth about what he was feeling instead of just exploding at the photographer and Yael, because I don't think that was the way to go. X wants to stay friends. They stay friends. I think it's Zig and Maya. Yeah, they stay friends. Make prom amazing. Goldie forgives Winston, and I think it's really good that they got to that point where they could forgive each other, and Winston was going to be her Prince Charming for the night. Asking Dad for money for school. That way Miles and his dad make a plan, and I think it's really good that Miles' dad is willing to make a plan and help him go to the school he wants to and help him achieve his dreams. The bomb threat. Yael accuses Saad with no proof. And so they take Saad in and question him, and they find out that he had nothing to do with it in the first place, and it was Esme that did it. And Esme makes a scene at prom, and she ends up pushing Zig down a hill because they have a fight, and she's like, I hate you, and pushes him downhill. So last episode, episode 10, Zig injured, prom king and queen, tries to talk to mom, and the update is graduation, the update is memories. So Zoe and Raja win prom king and queen. Hi guys, I know the Degrassi Next Class Season 4 video was about to come out last week, but my camera ran out of power and I didn't have a chance to finish it, so I'm going to finish it right now. The last episode of Season 4 is what we were on. So I just want to say, Season 4, Zig injured, pranking, prom king and queen, tries to talk to mom, and the update is the graduation and the other update is memories. So to go with the memories, Grace and Maya talk about how they first met and they take a picture on the bench where they first met, and I think that's cute. Zoe and Rasha win prom king and queen, which is adorable. Zig won't tell anyone it was Esme, which I think was the wrong decision because he should have told someone so that she could get help. Zoe's mom won't come to the graduation and gives her the stuff she needs for university. And the friends say they'll celebrate holidays with her. Yeah, I think that's really sweet for your friends to be like, you know what, screw your mom. I get Thanksgiving, I get Christmas, I get this, I get that. Esme's problems. So she explodes at Zig and breaks the motorcycle that she got for him. And Miss Grell hugs her and goes to help her. And I think it's good that Miss Grell is there for her in her time of need. And the bomb threat, Esme did it. It was found out that Esme was the one that put in the bomb threat to try to stop prom and Zig going with Maya. Esme, from being a psychology student, this is all alleged. I don't know in the direction Degrassi was going to go with this, but everybody shared their theory, so I feel like I'm going to share mine. I think Esme has BPD. That is not bipolar disorder. I want to put that out there. Bipolar disorder is something, bipolar depression is something completely different. That's what I meant, bipolar depression. Bipolar personality disorder is what I think Esme has. She could have that. She could have histrionic disorder. I think it's one of those two. Obviously, I'm not a certified professional. Just from what I've learned in classes, that's what I think it could be. But obviously, I don't know where Degrassi was going to go with it. I just knew it wasn't bipolar depression because they did that with Eli and Craig. And so I knew they would have made it, like, they would have spoken it and made it more clear with Esme if that's what it was. But I think they were going into a personality disorder because of the trauma she had suffered. We get to see them all graduate and their future. So there's a standing ovation for Zoe when she gives the speech at Miles's party, which I think was amazing. And Tristan gets an honorary diploma, which, love it. I didn't really like Tristan at first, but Tristan, I started to like Tristan in Next Class because he was a lot more chill and everything. Lola kisses Saad. Super cute. I wanted to see their relationship grow so much. Zoe gives her speech at the party, like I said. But there's a standing ovation for Zoe graduating as well. I forgot to say that. That was super cute. She burns the letter from her mom, which I do like that she had that empowerment moment, but I think everybody's with me when we're like, we wanted to see what the letter would say. Should have seen what it said, then burnt it, but like, I know. I've dealt with homophobia before, but I was not disowned, so, you know. Grace had her transplant, and she's still with Jonah. Super cute. Winston and Miles backpack Europe, and the pictures are so hilariously funny. They're cute best friends. Tiny goes to Caltech and says bye to Shay. I'm glad they're still together, and I'm glad that Tiny is going to Caltech. Yes. You know, I don't really like Grace with Jonah, but I like that she got her transplant. I like that she took that route. Tristan graduates physio. Fantastic. He's on the road to full recovery. Goldie and Winston hang out, which, yes, if anybody knows, I want Goldie and Winston. I want that so bad, so I'm glad they stayed friends. Zoe and Raja hang out all summer, and the couple pictures are super freaking cute. I love them so much. They're probably my second favorite lesbian couple on the show. I think my first favorite will always be Imogen and Fiona, but they're my second. Or maybe they're tied. I don't know. I love them so much. And Zig drives Maya to California, which my sister thought that meant they were dating. I don't think it means they're dating. I just think he drove her to California because he said, you know, I have nothing to do all summer, I can drive you. So I think he just drove her to California. I don't think there's anything romantic there. And that was the end. So yeah, so this ends the Degrassi Next Class portion. If you guys saw in one of my videos on this, I said I wasn't putting up Next Class Season 2 because that's not a storyline that's my place to speak on. I don't have the right to speak about that. And then I said that I was going to move on to Degrassi Junior High. The reason I didn't do Degrassi Junior High first is because I wanted to start off with the next generation, and if this series of Degrassi videos flopped, then I didn't want to keep going with it. But I saw people, by the time I got to season 10 and season 9, people started engaging, and now people are constantly engaging. So I'm going to keep putting videos up. I'm going to go back to junior high and high, so if you haven't seen those and you want to watch my videos, you can watch them. They're on YouTube. People have re-uploaded them. Yeah, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!